Greetings all, Frog here. It's time for the Friday update. It is late at night on Thursday, I don't even know what date it is. That's horrible. 27th of August. We are doing the Friday update for the 28th of August, of course. I normally record this late on a Thursday, but I am tired. It is soccer season in full force here, and I had a varsity match today where I was the linesman, and I always am more tired after a line than I am in the center, because the center is more mentally taxing, but the lines, I feel, are more physically demanding, because it's more running side to side rather than sprinting forward and back or jogging for that matter. You rarely jog as a lineman. You're either sprinting or you're walking. That's it. There's no jog. So it always tires me out a little physically, but it is what it is, right? So I'm just feeling a little bit more relaxed, if you will, today, just because I just don't have mental energy. And I've just finished recording tomorrow as you listen to this. Tomorrow's CK2, and I felt like my brain was just mush, so I probably shouldn't have even recorded that, but I've got these recorded. Right, so for Saturday, I just have 4 left, and then all of Sunday. I'm falling behind is the problem. I think I'm going to have to cut back a little bit, because I still want to see people. So if you look, why can I not click? What is going on? I'm clicking in this window. There we go. Weird. I still cannot click here. What is happening? I can't click anywhere. You've got to be kidding me. Perfect. Whatever. Okay, so you'll just have to believe me that there is another spreadsheet created that has the next week in it. Am I even recording audio? All right, at least I'm doing that. And it's completely blank. So nothing. I've done nothing for the next week. I don't have any plans to slow down yet, but I might. Just to cut it back a little bit, just to put a few more gaps in. I don't know what I'm going to cut out yet, but we'll figure that out. Because I'm getting tired because I'm recording at night. So if I don't record during the week, I should probably just beg off a little bit and not record. If I don't record during the weekend, I should probably beg off and not record as much during the week, but I don't know. I have the schedule now and it's becoming pretty consistent. I'm just getting a little tired and I don't want to wear out, obviously. So we'll see. It could just be because of soccer season, right? That's another thing because that's cutting into my time that I could be recording. Pardon me. So that's that. That's the personal side of things, really. Everything else is going fine. The job is going well. My wife is great. We have a great relationship. We went on a date this past weekend. It was very nice. And, that's all good. In terms of the channel, we are over 100 subscribers, so thank you to each and every one of you that has subscribed. 102 the last time I checked. So that is awesome. Thank you. 100 subscribers in 3 months. That seems pretty good. That's a subscriber a day on average. It's pretty awesome. We started this, I guess, for about 4 months. We'll call it 4 months. So it's not as awesome as, but still, it's 25 subscribers a month. That's pretty cool for a channel that, just is me talking about games. Definitely the Factorio is where it's at right now for in-game discussion, because that efficient Factorio, it's bending my brain, and I really like it. So I'm hoping that you guys are liking it as well, and that we can bend our brains together to come up with the most efficient way to do things. And if you don't listen to Factorio, then that just didn't mean anything to you. But it's a really good discussion, I think. There's some good discussions going on in GeoGuessr right now too. Some interesting things that we are learning together, or mostly it's just you guys teaching me, because I apparently could use more geography. I'm an American, so that's probably accurate. YouTube Gaming was released on Wednesday. Will I be on YouTube Gaming? Probably. Will I live stream it? I don't know, because it could be the same technical limitations of Twitch. I know that I said I was going to do a test stream, and it never happened. So I'm going to try it again. You'll have to watch the Twitter and the Facebook, because that's where I'm going to announce it. And if I do YouTube live streaming, then you'll know when you visit the channel, because it'll tell you. And it may actually, because you're subscribed. No, because YouTube Gaming is considered to be different than just YouTube. It's a very confusing thing. I haven't really figured it out yet, but I'll get there. Is it a competitor to Twitch? Yes. Is it a good one? I don't know. The reviews are sort of mixed. I do know that if you look at suggested streams, they're all people in the millions. So it's not like it really helps out channels like ours, because we're not going anywhere, because we have 100 subscribers, which is great. Don't get me wrong. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, seriously, thank you for the 100 people that actually took the time to subscribe and listen to me on a semi-regular basis. You guys are awesome. You're probably crazy, but you're also awesome. And I think that's just sort of humbling that, there's at least 100 people out there that are listening to me maybe daily. I don't know. It's kind of wild, and I just think that YouTube gaming's not really designed for us yet. It really is just going to help push the top, 5%, 10% of channels, just like YouTube's doing anyway. Is that what happens on Twitch as well? I don't really know, because I'm not as involved with Twitch. For me, this hasn't been about streaming. It's about the conversation over thinking periods. I'm more of to put it this way, I'm more of a sip your scotch, have a cigar kind of guy, although I don't smoke. If you do, that's fine. Find me in a cigar bar. We'll have some scotch. It'll be a good time. And I think that, Twitch is more of a let's slam a few beers and take a few laps around the pool, which is fine. Which is good. I enjoy doing that sometimes. Actually, no, I've never slammed a beer, but I enjoy drinking beer and swimming around the pool too. That's fine. There's just two different mediums. And so what I'm looking for, as a 4X strategy, grand strategy player is usually the commentary, the in-depth thing. But I also play GeoGuessr. I don't know. It's a mix, right? That's the beautiful thing about having my own channel. I could put whatever on it I want. And then it's just watch all my subscribers just disappear as I stream nothing but my cats for 10 hours. Actually, that would probably be a $1 million making idea. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to pay that kind of bandwidth. So, the channel, right? I mean, I would flip. Let me try again, but I don't think it'll let me click. No, I can't click. Can't even get to the menu. Oh, that's different. No, okay. Whatever. So, next week, more of the same. And GeoGuessr every day at 6 o'clock. Efficient Factorio at noon. Bob's Mods at 3, which are awesome. I love it. Just Factorio is awesome. I should just play nothing but Factorio. But then I'd lose everybody in the channel. CK2 is going strong. Having a lot of fun playing as the Magyars. We will conquer the world. There is no doubt about that. We have until 1454... 53. I think 1453 is the end of the game. We'll play through to the end of the game if we need to conquer it. We started in 7... Where does it start? 749, maybe? 779? That would be a big difference. But we're in 840... No, we're in 850 now, because I remember looking into Truce and it was done in 855. And I was thinking, well, I only have 5 more years. So we're in 850 at the end of 46 videos, granted. So let's just say we started in 849. It's 100 years out of 46 videos. I have another 600 to go. So another 250 episodes. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to play it until I conquer the world. Because it is possible. I'm telling you right now, the Magyar will control the world. There's nobody that can stand in the way. Who's going to block us? The Abbasid? Maybe. They're the only ones with an army that can rival ours. But they're, like, when you look at the Abbasid, the way the Muslim tradition works is that their army that they can call in, that's it. Whatever they are in the ledger, and you'll see it in episodes 44 and 45 and 46 because I use the ledger a lot. You're going to see their army size. That's the most they can do. Our army size is just our army. It doesn't include the clan chiefs. It doesn't include our tributaries. It doesn't include the King of Italy. So all three of them have armies that are not included in my total. So there's no contest at this point, right? Also, if you're not watching CK2, but you know about CK2, I'm playing as a nomadic tribe. I am the Kagan of the Magyar, also of Rhodos, as it turns out. I have a number of vassals that desire the kingdom of Greece. I would love to give them the kingdom of Greece, so I created it. It's now the Khanate of Greece, of course, because I'm a nomad. I can't assign a Khanate to a tribal or a feudal vassal, which I guess makes sense. But I want them to be the king of Greece. How can I fix this? Let me know, because it's really kind of frustrating. I definitely want that to happen. EU4 is going well, I think. I like the Poland can into space. We will play that. Maybe through to 1821. I'm not entirely certain. But we'll at least try and get Poland can into space, which means we have to get to Tech 32 on all 3 techs. And then along the way, we might as well dismantle the HRE, right? I mean, shoot, why not? I think it's definitely possible. I've seen it done with Poland and Lithuania, and I don't see why we can't also do it with Poland and Lithuania. And then I don't think we'll do a world conquest. Honestly, it's a little slow for the world conquest. I would have liked to have been moving a little faster to try and do it. I've never had a successful world conquest, but I can tell it's a little slow. I mean, maybe it'll snowball out of control, but I don't think so. GeoGuessr is good. Tomorrow we're going to try the Perfect Score Challenge again. Every few Saturdays or so, every 3 weeks or so. It's been 3 weeks since the last attempt. Can you believe that? It's crazy. Missed it by 2. But we'll give that a go. Try and get another perfect U.S. World Challenge. And then if I do get that, then the next ones will be World Challenges, which is going to be a nightmare. But well, we're going to try it anyway, just to put that feather in our cap. Binding of Isaac. If you haven't been watching The Binding of Isaac, I am now playing The Binding of Isaac Sunday and Wednesday mornings. I am okay. I'm not great. It's a hand-eye coordination thing. My knowledge of the game is top-notch, but then my skills with the mouse-keyboard combo, not great. Maybe I should start playing with a controller. I have considered it. I do have an Xbox 360 and also the PlayStation 3. Other gaming consoles are, of course, available. And I could try the controller from either one of them. I've kind of had my eye on the Steam controller too, but that doesn't come out until November, so I don't know. But I'm considering pre-ordering it because you get Rocket League for free, and Rocket League is coming to Steam OS, which means it's coming to Linux, which means I can play it because Rocket League looks amazing, and I really want to play. And I just haven't done it because it's Windows only, and I don't have enough time for games that are just whatever. Basically, I just play Binding of Isaac on my free time, or I play Hearthstone. I'm playing a lot of Hearthstone. It's kind of bad. I mean, it's not bad, but I'm playing a lot of Hearthstone. And then watching Mathis and Northern Line get into their Magic cards again. Oh my god. I took out my cards. A friend of mine, she wanted to learn how to play Magic, and I got them out. I got the bug. I want to play. It's bad. It's real bad. I've got that box that Mathis puts his new cards into that looks like a shoebox, the 4 divider. I have 1.5 of those full of Magic cards. And that's not even the worst card addiction. The worst card addiction was 7C. I probably have 10,000 7C cards, give or take. That was a great game. If you didn't play that game, you should play that game. Other card games are available. I'm not sponsored by Wizards or AEG. Although, if you'd like to. It was a really well-designed game. I thought it played great. Even with the redesign, I thought the redesigned cards looked bad, but the mechanics were still there. Everything was still there. It was a great game. But nobody plays it. So I've got these cards just sitting around. I still am considering playing board games, having a board game night. I don't know who I'd invite. If it's just going to be my friends, we'll try and set up a camera or something. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try and broadcast some during Buckeye Game Fest, rather, in September, which is just 2 weeks from now. That's kind of mind-numbing to think about. But I might consider having some sort of, I don't know. It wouldn't be a live stream. Maybe it would be a live stream. I don't know. But I have some Holy Grail games, what board gamers consider to be Holy Grail. I have Dark Tower, and it works. It's Parker Brothers or Milton Bradley? Probably Milton Bradley because it had the electronics. I mean, at one point they were one and the same, right? So I've got the Dark Tower, which is not based on the Stephen King book of the same name, not by a long shot. But I have that game, and I also have Star Wars: The Queen's Gambit by Avalon Hill. Other game manufacturers and games are, of course, available. And both of them are what they consider to be Holy Grail games because they're hard to find, especially Dark Tower. Dark Tower is probably easier to find than Queen's Gambit, but the tower may not work. Now, there's an Android app, at least. I think there's an iOS app as well that mimics the tower, but it's completely different to actually have one that works, and it does. It takes two D batteries, but it's really fun. So I think I'm going to bring them both to BGF and play them. And so maybe I'll do some recording. See, that's the thing I don't know, right? I've got a video camera, but I don't even know if it's FireWire, let alone, well, I know it's not USB 3. No chance. So if it's FireWire, do I even have a FireWire port? I should know. I built this machine. No, I don't think there's one on this machine. I feel like there's one on what I'm going to use as my new media storage, though. I'll have to check that. So I might not even be able to like get videos from the video camera on there. I might have to like get a web camera and just attach it or buy a USB video camera, which would be so slow. So slow. So streaming probably would not be a good idea. I mean, USB 3, well, USB 3 is fast. I don't know. Things to consider, right? Let me know. But if we do a board game night, I'd love to bring people. Briarstone would be great. Quill would be great. I think a lot of fun. Just use Vassal because obviously I'm not in Ontario, they're not in Ohio. Although they both start and end with O's, so we've got that going for us, which is nice. And I just, maybe there'll be a subscriber board game night or something. I don't know. I'm up for anything, right? Let me know. Well, whoa. Let's keep it legal. Let's keep it ethical. Let's keep it moral. That's all I gotta say. But other than that, I'm up for many things. And I think that's what we got. I know this weekend I'm gonna have a limited recording time, for two reasons. One, because I will go to Cabs at night. I'm now one of their, it's not like an officer, but I'm one of their people that help out, volunteer. And so I, like to go there, and I stay in late. So I'm there till like 3:34 in the morning. And so that'll cut into my time. I'll be there for like 6 hours. And then in the morning, I'm going to the zoo with a friend of mine. So I'll have probably about 7 hours or so on Saturday and 12 or 13 hours to record on Sunday. So I'm in 20 hours. So you figure, though, 35 videos, that's 700 minutes, because I like to average about 20 minutes a video, give or take. The updates I usually try and make shorter as I look at 16:15 pass by on my timer. But we'll figure an average of 20. Now, the Isaac episodes are longer. They're kind of like 2 episodes, but we're still going to just average it out on 20. So that's 700 minutes, right? So that's 10 hours plus 100 minutes. So it's 11 hours, 40 minutes. So let's add the Binding of Isaacs in there. We'll call it 12 and a half hours. So it's only 12 and a half hours to record. You've got 20 hours to record. There's plenty of time. Well, except for a couple of things. One, I'd like to eat during those 20 hours. So let's cut 4 hours out of that for various meals throughout that time. So I'm down to 16. And then what you don't know is that in between every video, it takes between 3 and 6 minutes to process all the audio, because I do that immediately after it's done recording, so that way I can get, just have the file done and saved, so I don't have to worry about it. I basically start a recording session by recording 6 seconds of silence, quote unquote, because there is no true silence. It gets all the fans and everything, and I use that then to pull that ambience out of all the rest of the files. And it's just easier if I keep Audacity open and just close the waveform in between, because then that just lets me not have to sample every video at the beginning. I can just sample once for the day and then do them all. So I just process them in the middle, which is fine. I'm not going to do live processing unless I can get hardware live processing, I think, and that's going to need a Mackie board before I feel comfortable with that. And I don't have those kind of resources right now, which is fine. So that's what I do. So we're going to add 3 to 5 minutes in between every video, 3 to 6 minutes, give or take. So that's 35 videos, that's 34 gaps. 34 times 3, that's an hour and a half, right? So I had 12 and a half hours, now we're up to 14 hours. Well, you say, well, you still have 16 hours. What's the last 2 hours for? Well, I'd like to see my wife over the weekend. It'd be kind of nice. So we'll spend a couple hours there. Now we're going down. The rendering time and the uploading time I don't count, because I can do that when I'm sleeping. But then processing the videos, that takes, again, about 3 to 6 minutes for every video, in terms of putting in the tags, making sure the meta is correct so I get the good SEO rankings, doing the thumbnails, because I've got to create the thumbnails, so that takes on average about 2 minutes a series for the week's worth. And then we have to also consider the think. All the descriptions, making sure the links are right, which I've been screwing up in GeoGuessr lately. I've been trying to double check those, so those should be fine. They're all fixed now. They're all proper now. It's just when I uploaded it tends to be the one that when I created the video description, which was back in mid-May. So all that stuff takes time, and 20 hours is really not enough to do it. And then you have to consider, too, that this is a hobby. So that's part of why, maybe the upload schedule won't be as tight. But I think we can do it. I mean, we've got a pretty good track record of it, and I can record. I recorded 4 videos today, and that's just because I was getting kind of tired. I had the match was just physically demanding, so that was very tiring. But in terms of a normal day, I can record 5 or 6 videos a night if I really, really needed to, and I did this week, but I prefer not to. That's not what I want. I'm trying to look to see if it'll show me how many videos I have in the app. It appears that it won't, which is kind of annoying. What if I click on my videos? Will it tell me the total? It will if I go into the website, but I can't interact with it. No, I've got 102 subscribers though. Thanks for that. That's cool. Well, here's a list of the playlists that I have, at least. So I got 6 Rebirth episodes that are up. As you can see, that's what I've recorded. 2 City Skylines in 44 Horse Lords, 13 Ayutthaya, 29 Mother Russia, 9 Commonwealth, 32 of the White Elephant campaign, 115 Factorio of the original series, 44 Bob's Mods, 4 Efficient Factorio, 18 from the Ponds, 121, well, there'll be 19 now because this will be uploaded, 121 GeoGuessers, which is actually 120 episodes. The one episode was the one with the redone audio. And 17 Metro Mondays, 21 Prison Architects, and 11 Throwback Thursdays. That made it 11 weeks. That's not bad. I didn't think it lasted that long. Feels like it's been much longer than that. But it's actually only been 5 weeks that I've had it. So add all those up together, and that's how many videos I have online. That's a lot. And I plan to keep doing it. I think if I did this math right, I think we can get to 1,000 before the year's up. That'd be pretty cool. That is something I think I might celebrate, 1,000 videos. I don't know. Let me know what you think, right? It's all about the conversation. It's been 20 minutes. Let's call it a day. So I hope you liked it. If you did, click the like button if you like the updates. Every little bit helps get us into the search rankings. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already, because we are trying to do a lot of good things here at the Pond, and I want everybody to be on board that is interested in being on board. If you're not interested and you just want to come here for a video or two every now and again, that's okay too. All right, because I don't expect, again, that everybody has watched all 400 and some odd videos, because I think it's like 470 or 480 right now. And if you haven't watched all of them, that's fine. I completely understand. 35 videos a week can be daunting. Pick what you like, watch that, leave the rest, just like the channel trailer says, and we'll be one big happy pond. Grab your swim trunks and let's dive in, huh? That was really cheesy. I'm almost sorry for that. That's all I got for today. Have a nice day, and until next time, cheers.